Hello and welcome back to everybody. Thank you for everyone who's bought my hats. I've advertised them on Instagram and I've already half sold out of them. They're actually quite good. It's the Tom Lamb Now We're Farming hat. So I'll put a link in the bottom of this description and that to the Tom Lamb store. They're not very expensive. I do them at sort of cost, you know, the cost of making them, cost of packaging and that. And I just like doing it. I just think they look quite cool. Nice hat, you know, keep your head cool. So yeah. But anyway, so we're just cutting the grass at the moment. Got it. We're on the powerful mower today. We're on a very powerful mower. So the reason I got this Now We're Farming, I've got this idea that will sort of put implements on the back of like my big 300 horsepower tractor that don't require 300 horsepower, like a hay bob, which requires about 30 horsepower. So that'll be in later videos anyway. So I just thought, yeah, the Tom Lamb Now We're Farming, like we're now we're farming on this mower. Brilliant. Right, so we're going to get this grass cut, and next thing we're going to do, got a few repairs to do and see what else the day brings. So hope you enjoy it and let's crack on. Got to say as well, we have just been and posted all the orders out that we got from last night. So here's a picture of that, and that's thank you to the wife Emily. So everybody, thank you Emily. Don't go and smash the window again. The wife won't be happy. That's the grass all cut, ready for the next guess. How you getting on?
Good, nice clean bathroom.
Oh, good. I'm sure you've all seen this before, but got to keep maintaining it, cleaning it, and it works very well. This rag work, that's something we don't want. Oh, need some more revs. I'm just going to mow all these little bits of rag work. We don't want them. Got the bed quite a lot higher. Die! The 3-cylinder machine has now become stuck in the long grass. Now we're farming. I'm now applying maximum horsepower to the engine and the transmission. Come on. And we're out. He's been really noisy. But in the workshop, we've got some bits coming through. We've got the first aid kit, which is going to go on here. We've got a burns kit. Biohazard kit. Don't know if we need that, but we'll put it up anyway. Eye wash kit, that's really important. So we're going to put that somewhere around here so anyone can use it. And then obviously the defibrillator we've been looking at. I don't know which one to buy. Has anyone got any ideas? Because there's so many different types. One of the first jobs that we're doing today is repairing this JCB head carriage which goes on the front of the loader. Because those Euro 8 brackets, they're wrecked really. They're not really strong enough for this, but because I don't understand why that loaders for tractors don't come with stuff like this already, yet they come with like little piddly brackets like this. But what we're doing, we're putting this real big thick steel plate in. That'll be welded like that, and then we've got a new one of them that welds on here, so it converts it from a Euro 8 fitting to a JCB fitting, because obviously all our attachments are JCB. So we'll do that, we'll give that a bit of a paint, that's done, because obviously this, because it goes on the loader tractor, this will be used for straw carting at harvest time with a loader, pulling the trailers, so we'll see that working in a few weeks' time. One of the other things we're doing, like I said, when we've been doing the pit to change all the discs and coulters under there, you can probably see them a little bit better now. We've taken all the wheels out, which are over here. So these are all now going to be filled with something called Oco, which stop their sort of puncture resistant. I'm not going to buy new tyres because they're all right, to be fair. So we'll leave them. And we're just checking all the bushes on the back here and everything. Everything's pretty good, to be fair. See, I've still got plenty of tread left on them, so there's no point in changing them. Just having a look around a few other bits as well. Got another couple of bits coming for inside the tank just to make all that sorted. We're changing the pickup hitch on it as well. Wasn't quite happy with how that was worn as well, so I thought we'll change that, get all that done as well. So yeah, this is starting to come together now a bit more. Obviously we've done all the bearings as you've seen in the previous videos. We've done all the discs and coulters. Everything else is looking all right. The markers are all good. The fans, everything's good. Hydraulics pipes are all good. Sheets all good. Even the scrapers on the back. So hopefully, another few, well, day or two's time. Well, I think there's about 5 or 6 hours work left to do on this, and then this drill is completely done, which is good. Another job out of the way. And then we're still working on this combine at the moment. And what I found was these 2 bearings. Oh look, missing the seal. Oh look, missing the seal. And I can just turn that one, but it's a bit rumbly. But this one here nearly sees solid. And look, you can see it's been getting hot in there. So that's a fire ready to happen. So out with the old, in with the new. And hopefully that'll prevent what literally a £5 bearing, you know, that gets hot can save the whole machine if it catches fire. So it's really important that we found them. Putting these on, and we've got some big fat slugs of weld on here, look. And on there like that. That's the first bit, just to hold it. Then we'll go round here, get all that bit done. A few bits up there, bit up there, and then this new bracket here welds on here like that. So hopefully that'll be good. So yeah, that is the new bracket I'm going to weld on in a minute. It doesn't have to be very very good. Well, don't have to be a pretty weld, because you're not really going to be able to see it. It probably wants knocking up there a bit like that. I mean, if you look at this old one, look at all that. You see it's all split. And also as well, this hook, I don't know if you can see it very well, but look, it's half bent open. I mean, fancy, I still can't believe that, I think it's Quickie who build the loaders. Don't build like a lot stronger than this little piddly Euro 8 bracket. So that is now all welded on. Just wants a lick of paint, so we'll do that in a bit. And the tyre man's here. So we're just sorting through them, because we didn't realise some of these tyres have got tubes in, when we don't want them to have tubes in, we want them tubeless. That's a bit odd, isn't it? I wonder why they're all tubed. The thing is with tubes, they go down easier because they can get punctured easier. Good thing about getting these guys to come to it, they've got a compressor with an engine on it, so I ain't got to move everything to where I want it, and it's easier to get them to do it. So these are the tools we need. We've got the Oko there, which is put in. We've got the inflator, we've got a sledgehammer, we've got, what would you call that? Well, what would you call that?
That's just bead tool.
Bead tool. And then the bead bazooka. I'll show you that, that's a really good bit of kit. So let's get started. It comes straight off. And then we put this Oko stuff in, look. That's the dog. That'll be enough, won't it?
Yeah, it's about 2 litres.
2 litres per tyre?
Yeah, good amount.
And look, it just looks like fairy up liquid snot. And then what happens is, if you get a puncture, like nail or something in it, that stuff just fills all the gap and just sets it so it doesn't lose the air. And then, is the bead Zuka full?
You don't always need it.
No?
Only if you can't get the tyre sealed.
Are those valves alright? Or are we going to change the valve? And that one's gone on first time without having to use the bead Zuka. Putting the valve back in. That's the dog. And we'll just pump it back up to pressure, and then that one's pretty much done. Just give it a bit of a roll round to slorm it all round inside of the tyre. So much better than a tube. Brilliant. Right, one done. This tyre here has got a tube in. I'm not sure why somebody's done half tubes and half tubeless. So we need to actually take the tyre off for this one. Oh yeah, you can see the tube in there. All the tubes always rub against the side of the tyre and they end up like just splitting and stuff over time, so it's best off just to not have them. There she is. Might keep them just as spares, just to get us out of trouble if we ever have to. Can you get that out? Is that it? Is it? So it's out. We're left this hole now. Just want to make sure as well that all these are clean so it can seal. But you got a new. We're converting it now to obviously tubeless. So you put a valve in eventually down there, just like that. Screw that on and then pull it through, and it just locks into place with that thing there. That's it. There we go. And that is now tubeless. So we should be able to fill it up with the Oko again. And usually new tyres are difficult to get back on, but because these have already been seated on the bead for a few years, the tyres are easier to get back on without using the bead Zuka or a cheetah. Have you ever seen a cheetah tank, like a big tank with a handle, just go bang? Only need a little bit in it. We're going to blow that back on the rim with the bead Zuka. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Blown itself back on the rim. Real easy to use, isn't it? How this works, it's got a little flap in the end there. And you pull that there like that. And that releases the air. And then comes out at this end like that. And fills the whole tyre with air and just blows it straight back on the rim. So real easy bit of kit to use, that is. Very good. So there, in about half an hour's time, all of these will be sealed using that stuff there. Really, really good. Use it in everything. Well, everything that's likely to get a puncture, like these things. So, yeah. And then this is the other bead seater that we use. This is called a cheetah. So it's just like a big tank. And then it's got like a big handle just here. Oh, someone's still left air in it. But that's a bit more difficult to use because it's a bit clumsy and you've got to try and open the tap like that. Whereas the bead Zuka, you just hold it in, pull the trigger and it's like boom. And you can get bigger bead Zukas as well. So you can get longer ones and fatter ones that hold more air for bigger tyres. So there we are. Done a bit more on the farm. Posted out another hat and a few hoodies this morning, so thanks for the continued support. Means a lot. Yeah, I suppose we'll see you next week. Do another little video if we find time to do one. And thanks for watching. Give us a few comments as well, what you're thinking, what you're up to. Let us know, and I'll see you all soon.